Okay. Now we are going to talk about the different process how the seeds can be sown in the field. Okay. To talk about, first is broadcasting method. Okay, what it is? First is broadcasting method. Okay. It is a very common method which we are going to discuss about. Okay. Now, second is traditional. Second is traditional tool, and third is seed drill. Okay, so now we are going to talk about three methods how the seeds can be sown by these three different methods. First is broadcasting method. Okay, to start with, first of all, now first is we will talk about broadcasting method. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of broadcasting method? It means just spreading, okay, or scattering of seeds. Okay. So, just spreading or scattering of seeds. Okay. So, broadcasting method is just spreading or scattering of seeds. Now, what does it mean? Like just be in the field, to stand at one place, take a handful of seeds and just to throw it like this. Okay. Just like this. You might have seen many Hindi movies like it is done. It is very old method, it is very traditional method, and it is not at all good method. Now, why it is not at all good method? Because like what are the disadvantages, I should say? Okay, disadvantages. Okay, now what can be the disadvantages of this? Like, so what can be the disadvantages of this? Like many seeds can be like will come like overcrowding, in short I should say. Okay, it can give rise to overcrowding of seeds. Okay, means what I am just taking and throwing, so it can be overcrowding. Okay, which we have read, it is not at all good. What can be the second one? Uneven distribution. Okay, uneven distribution takes place. Okay. Now, when uneven distribution, what is the meaning of uneven distribution? Like at this place where I am standing, I am not throwing only. I am throwing here, there and there. So, this place is what? Like there is no seed at all. I moved there and I just forgot to place over here. So, what is happening? Uneven distribution. That means somewhere it is like overcrowding is taking place and somewhere there are no seeds. Okay. So, what is happening? Uneven distribution takes place. Now, third, this leads to what? Okay, improper. What will happen now? Now, so many seeds are there at one place. Now, here very less are there. So, improper nutrient supply. Okay, means what? Now, when the seeds are not scattered properly, the place where the seeds are more, the nutrient from the soil will be absorbed in the greater amount, whereas the part where the amount of seed is very less, the nutrient from the soil will also be absorbed in a lesser amount. Okay. So, these all are the disadvantages of the broadcasting method. What is broadcasting method? Just to spread and to scatter the seeds in a normal way. Okay. What can be the consequences of doing this? At one place many plants comes out, many seeds, and the other place very little seeds are there. So, what is happening? An uneven distribution of seeds takes place. Okay. improper nutrient supply is there and overcrowding of seed can takes place. So, this is not at all advantageous method. It used to be used in the earlier days in the ancient times, which is not working at all now. Okay. Now, second is which we have discussed. Okay. Now, I will be talking about the next method, which is what? Traditional tool method. Traditional tool method. Okay, now what is there in this? Traditional tool method means traditional is also there and tool is also there. That means what? See, in the plough, one funnel sort of thing is there. Okay. Now, suppose this is the Now, traditional tool method means what? Use of traditional, like use of tool in a traditional way. Okay. Now, we have discussed before about the plough, okay, the thing which is used to dig the soil. Now, it has got one pipe, I told you at that time also. So, what has to be, like what is there, like this is the piercing part of the tool. Now, here, okay, it is having a sharp edge which is going inside the soil. Okay. Now, these all are connected with one pipe and this is again connected with one pipe. Okay. Now, when the seeds, like all the seeds are put up into this, and when this is used, okay, when this is moved in this way, what happens? From this bigger tube, from this tube, the seeds comes into this piercing end, the very sharp end. This is used for what? For piercing, you know, like it is pushed like this. So, what is happening? This is going down into the soil, this is digging the soil. This all pipes are connected with small pipes to one main pipe. So, when seeds are kept into this or put up into this, what will happen? Seeds will slowly come to this piercing edges, this ends through the smaller pipes. And then what will happen? With the help of this, it goes down into the earth. Okay. So, this is what? Traditional tool method which is attached to the plough, means hull, which I told you in the beginning, like this is attached to the hull, and while ploughing, while digging only, okay, the seeds can be put up into there. Okay, the seeds can be sown. Okay. Now, the third type is what? Seed drill method. Now, I will be discussing about third method. Now, this third method is seed drill method. Okay. Now, what is this seed drill method? See, this is attached to the plough like a tool, but an ancient tool, okay, a olden type of tool. Now, here the tractor is used. Okay, what is used here? Tractor is used. Okay, and in the tractor again to a part same kind, like funnel is there. Again, like take the example, these are the piercing edges. Okay, very sharp. This side also, and this part is connected to the tractor. So, when tractor is digging it, okay, what will happen when the tractor is moving? Okay, along with digging, what is happening? From the pipe, okay, again it is connected to a pipe. So, what will happen? There are two advantages, like while digging only it puts the seeds into the field, and second thing is when the seeds are put up into this, again a part is there which can bring the soil back in its position. Okay. Like, are you getting my point? Like, see, the seed has been put up over here, and again it has to be covered by the soil. So again the soil comes automatically on the seed, the soil comes automatically on the seed. So again the seed gets covered, and now there is no problem of the, like, the seeds is left uncovered, okay, because it is very dangerous thing. If the seeds are left uncovered, it can be eaten by the birds, as we have discussed earlier also. So the main thing is that seeds has to be covered by the soil again. So this is done by this seed drill method. It is a new method, it is a modern method. Okay, now I will write few points over here. It is a again modern method. Okay, if it is a modern method, obviously labor, energy and time can be saved. Okay, now third thing is seeds are again covered. Okay, seeds get again covered after being sown. Okay, it is modern method. Okay, it is modern method. So we know that labor is being saved, energy is being saved, time is being saved. Very important thing, seeds gets again covered after being sown. Covered by what? Seeds get again covered by the soil. Okay, now by soil. Okay, see, this point we have discussed in the cultivator also. Which point? This one. It is modern method, labor is saved, energy is saved and time is saved. Now cultivator, which we have discussed earlier, okay, it is made in such a way, like few I am talking about, like suppose this is the crop. Okay, I am looking for the space somewhere, okay, where I can explain. I am talking about the cultivator. Okay, now suppose these are the rows of the crops. Okay, now the cultivator can move in between these also, between these. Okay, it is, I told you, it is what? It is frame, so with that sharp teeth. Okay, so when this tractor moves between the crops, there are many rows of the crops, but these cultivators and these cultivators are designed in such a way that when it moves between the crops without damaging the crops. It can be used. Why it is used? You know, to remove the weeds. Okay, so weeds get removed. Like crop is growing, okay, and now in between somewhere the weeds are there, or in between we want to make the soil loose in between the crops. So what happened? It is designed in such a way that the crops are safe. Okay, nothing is going to happen to the crops, but when the cultivator moves, the soil in between becomes loose. Okay, so this is a very good thing, that it's not harming the crop, and again the soil becomes loose, and so the weeds can be removed. So this was all about the sowing, how the seeds has to be sown. Okay, what are the different methods to sow the seeds. Okay. Okay. Now the one more method which is not included in this, but rather very important to talk about, I can write it the fourth method, which is transplantation. Transplantation. Now what is the meaning of transplantation? That means, see, all the plants, all the seeds can't be, like all the plants can't be grown at one place only. Say for example, like we have sown the seeds of the wheat, it will be there in the field, it will grow. Okay. But you all might be knowing about the nursery where the seeds are developed into the saplings and then transferred later on into the fields. Okay. Same, like it is only the meaning of the transplantation means to transplant, okay, to transfer the saplings from the nursery to the field. Okay. So, what it is? To transfer the saplings from the nursery to the mainland or the field. Okay. So, what it is? Again, it is a way of sowing, like we are not putting the seeds. Say for example, paddy can't be grown directly into the seeds. Okay. Some few vegetables are also like that only, few flowering plants also like that only. We can't directly plant these things into the field. Okay. So, what has to be done? These are first grown into the nurseries, and then when the seeds comes out into a small sapling, then this sapling is taken to the field and is transferred over there, is transplanted over there. Okay. So, this we can take it as a fourth method of sowing, transplantation. Okay.